Hello, dear students. In this lecture, we will study regarding the direction of forces in truss members. We know that truss members are axially loaded members. There are two kinds of axial load. One is compression and another is tension. In this lecture, we will study the direction of the tension and compression in the truss members. Okay, so let's take this figure. In this figure we can see that this is the direction of compression and this is the direction of tension. This is the direction of compression in the member, and so this member is under compression, that is compressive force member, and this member, in this member the force is tensile force, that is, so the member is under tension. Now how to determine this direction of tension and compression? To determine this, we first need to know the basic concept behind this theory. Okay, first let's take a joint. Okay, let's take this joint. Now this force is the force given by the member to the joint. So the member is applying a force into the joint. This force is compressive force. Okay, this force is compressive force. So if the member is giving the joint this kind of force, so according to Newton's third law, the joint will also give a similar force but in opposite direction. Okay, similar force but in opposite direction. So this is that force. So this force is given, so we have here two types of force. Okay, this force is given by the member to the joint and this force is given by the joint to the member. Now when the joint is giving the member this force, we have there will be internal forces developed in the member. So to balance this internal force, there will be this kind of force, the force which is opposite to the direction of this force. So this internal force is the compressive force. Okay, so in joint concept, if the member is pushing the joint, then the member will be subjected to compressive force. Okay, similarly we can see this joint. In this joint the member is pulling, so this is the force applied by the member to the joint. So the member is pulling the joint. So because of the Newton's third law, the joint will also pull the member. So this is the direction in which the joint will pull the member. As a result, there will be internal force developed to balance this force. So this is the internal force developed. Okay, so we can see that because of the pulling of the joint, this kind of internal force is developed in the member. So this is called tension. Okay, so this is the tension. So this is the tension. In the actual figure, we show the internal forces in the member. See, this is the joint. This is the force. This is the joint. This is the force applied by the member to the joint. So the joint will apply the similar force to the member, and as a result, there will be an opposite force in the member to counteract this force. So the member is subjected to compression. This is the final. See, in this figure we show this internal force. This is the compression. Similarly, this member is subjected to tensile force by the member, and it will also pull the member. Joint will also pull the member. So there will be internal forces developed in the member. So that will be tensile force. See this tensile force, and as a result, this is the tensile force. This is actually the internal force. Okay, so let's summarize the whole things once again. This is the force. So when the member is pushing the joint, this is the force. So as a result, according to Newton's third law, the joint will also push the member. As a result, the internal force is developed, which is the compression. So if the member is pushing the joint, then compressive force will be developed and its direction is this. Now if the member is pulling the joint, suppose this is the pulling force, so the member will joint will also apply a similar force in the opposite direction according to Newton's third law. And so there will be internal forces developed, which is the tensile force. So if the member is pulling the joint, there will be tensile force developed in the member, which is this. Okay, so I hope your concept regarding the tension and compression is clear. See this figure, this is compressive force that is pushing the joint, and this is tensile force pulling the joint. Okay, okay, I hope your concept is quite clear right now. So okay, thanks for watching this video. Thank you.